following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2009 Honda Fit. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Here's Dave. Here's Dave. You want to dumb it down with Dave? Here's Dave. Want to dumb it down? Here's Dave. Dave. I gotta tell you, I just can't get over how the intro is pretty good, and then it just goes to here's Dave. I'm sorry I'm obsessing on it, but every time I hear it, I go, how does he not know? How does Alex Exum from alexexum.com, the Exum Experience, and live talk with Alex every Tuesday at 10 o'clock Eastern, how does he not know? Here's Dave. Here's Dave. My buddy Mark says, are you comparing yourself to Carson? Are you comparing yourself? Yeah, I could be. I mean, what would be the difference if I was? By the way, it is April 26th. Let's see if we can get back to that. It's April 26th. It is 8:39 in the morning. It is a Friday morning. I am headed home in the rain on the New York State Thruway. It's not a sunny Saturday. It's not a sunny Sunday. It's not hot in the car. It's raining. It's raining out. And I'm going home. Why am I going home? Because my CPAP battery stopped working last night. I charged it. I always use it. During the day I sleep in Dave's Fit Life in the Honda Fit, in the Fitmobile, the Fitty. And then I go to work, and I have to bring in my battery with the plug, and I go plug it into a wall outlet, and it charges. And then I pick it up in the morning, and I go sleep in the Fit. Been doing this for a while now. And then yesterday I went to go plug it in, and there's 4 green lights to let you know it's fully charged. So usually by the time I get there, there's like 2 blinking lights, so it charges all night, and probably only takes a couple of hours. I might be overcharging it, actually. So, yesterday I plug it in, and green light number 1, green light number 2, blinking, 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 off. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Let me unplug it and replug it in. 1 green light. Well, there's a blue light that says it's on. Blue light says it's on. Green light. 2nd green light. Blinking, 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 blinking. Oh, good. It's charging. Off. Like, no! Oh, I was like so upset because I knew what was going on, because this is not the first time this has happened. Remember that I said that. This is not the first time that this has happened. This is my 2nd battery. Anyway, I start panicking, and I call the company that makes this battery, Medistrom. They're in Canada, Toronto or something like that. So I sent them a Facebook message, and I called them, and they did call me back, and that took like a half an hour to diagnose that it was in fact the battery and it wasn't the CPAP machine, and they're going to send me a new battery. So until then, I got to go home and sleep at home because I don't have a CPAP machine, and for some stupid reason I never bought an extra battery, which I think I should have. But I guess you can't have a battery just sitting around not doing nothing, so I would have to alternate them, and I guess, I don't know, I'll call them back and find out. Maybe I'll order a second battery. But this is the 2nd time this happened to me. And the guy on the phone goes, oh, this is quite unique. I've never heard of this. This is the first time this has ever happened. Like, in all the years they've made this particular battery, I'm the first one to have this problem. I didn't want to say nothing to the guy on the phone, but I don't think so. I don't think that's remotely true at all. And, of course, he had that Middle Eastern accent. This is the first time I've ever heard of this happening. So, we're going to have to send a claim, and you send it back, and just give me the plugs, don't... blah, blah, blah. We're like, okay, whatever. This never happened before. I'm like, oh, boy. Yeah, you must tell that to all your clients. But they're going to be nice enough to send me a new one, so... anyway. I can hear it. See, normally I'm asleep by now. But instead of being asleep, I'm doing a podcast on the way home, and I'm tired. Anyway, April 26th. I wanted to say, wow, April 26th, where did the time go? But, that's a very cliche podcast thing to say. It's a very cliche human thing to say. Where did the time go? It's going by so fast. Going by so fast when you're having fun. So I don't want to say that, but it seems like time is rapidly passing me by, which it is because I'm too busy driving a truck all damn day, cranking landing gear, dealing with traffic, waiting for my father to call me once a day to tell me nothing or tell me something that upsets me. Ugh. Anyway, so that's the story. I'm going home. Let me tell you what happened this week. About 2 days ago. And by the way, you're not going to hear this on any other podcast. So if you want to isolate this story and send this story to your friends, I'm telling you right now, there's about 350,000 to 500,000, I think, active podcasts going on right now. I forget exactly what the numbers are, but it's something like, and that was last year, Podcast Movement 2018, so maybe now it's more. But they were saying there was 350,000 to 500,000 active podcasts. And I'm gonna give you a bold statement here. I'm going to tell you a story that I'm going to guess, and I'm not going to bet the house because I really don't want to take a chance because I know how crazy this world is. But I'm about to tell you a story that I don't think you've ever heard. All right, that you've ever heard or never heard. Wait, which one would it be? I'm going to tell you a story that you've never heard. Yeah, that's pretty close. In other words, you've never heard the story. Okay, and you definitely never heard it on a podcast. All right? So I sleep in a Honda Fit. For those of you who don't know, I have a YouTube channel called Dave's Fit Life. Dave's Fit Life on Instagram, Dave's Fit Life on Facebook, Dave's Fit Life on YouTube, and Dave's Fit Life on Twitter. I'm all over the place, Dave's Fit Life. So here's my story. And this is true. They're all true. I don't tell you any fake stories. I have no reason to fake anything. So I'm not looking for that type of notoriety that I'm going to fake. If I fake something, it'll be like satire, and you'll know about it, or you won't know about it because I'm too good at it, and you won't. You wouldn't. You go, oh, is he telling the truth? Hey, that's part of the entertainment. Is he or isn't he? So, excuse me. So, I'm in my Fit the other day, and some of you women. Even some of you men, but some of you women are about to go, ew. All right, ew. I'm just preparing you. You women who don't understand, you might go, ew. But I'm going to tell you the story because it happened to me. And then after this, I have another story. I want to thank my buddy Pat for reaching out to me live and saying nice words to me. I got something to say about that. And to all of you who have been commenting, like Linda and Jeff and Mark, whoever's been commenting, thank you very much. I'm sorry I haven't really been staying on top of that, but I've been very busy and very tired. So maybe I'll get to that story too. And then if I have any time, I'll tell you the loop-de-loop story. So, yeah, I'm a little tired. So let's pick it up. Do I have anything to drink? Oh, I got to take a breather break, too. Yeah, there's my drink. All right, let's do my mouth is dry. I'm going to take a quick drink break, and then I'll tell you the Honda Fit story. Then you're going to go, ew! All right, ladies. You've been warned. The men don't care. The men might say something, but they know. They know there's nothing they can do about it. It's the way it is. All right, so I sleep in a Honda Fit during the week, during the work week. Okay? So I usually park outside the Planet Fitness or I park outside the Walmart. And let me tell you something. There's no way in heck, there's no way that I'm going to wake up from a sleep, put on slippers or some sort of comfortable shoe, drag my butt down to Walmart or Planet Fitness or wherever, go to the bathroom, and then come back to the car. That's not happening. All right? I knew that from the very first minute I thought of Dave's Fit Life. That's not happening. And I can tell you right now, I never wake up having to poop. All right? So, process of elimination. I didn't really mean to say that. Get it? Process of elimination. So, I have in my possession several large plastic bottles that may or may have not contained Snapple or Gatorade. Yes, wide mouth bottles, plastic bottles that can hold liquid without leakage, spillage, or any sort of escape whatsoever. Because that's the way it is, ladies. That's what guys do. Most of us are not very particular about where we pee. We just would like that pain to go away. And I don't know what it feels like for women. I guess the same but different. But we can't have that. And we can't be so inconvenienced that it wakes us up. We need to sleepwalk, go to the bathroom, and come back. Anyway, so I'm in the Fit the other day. Today is Friday. It wasn't Thursday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember now. I think it was Wednesday. It doesn't matter. And I'm in the Fit. And I'm sleeping on my right-hand side. And I was really excited about that sleep because the day before I was tired, but I didn't sleep well. But this particular day I was tired. And I did very well. I mean, I knew I was going to do very well sleep-wise. Sorry about that, folks. And, I got into the car like 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 in the morning. Everything was nice and clean because we did a remodel on the Fit. It really looks nice, nicer than it did, and it's more comfortable and just better. You'll have to watch Dave's Fit Life episode like 36, I think, or 35, and you'll see the remodel. So I'm laying on my side, and I wake up. I gotta pee. It doesn't take long because I'm hydrating all the time. If there was a bathroom near me, I would use it. There's nothing near me. Not when I'm parked at Planet Fitness. I'm not walking all the way inside, showing my pass, going to the men's room and coming out. I'm not doing that. Same thing with Walmart. I'm not getting out of the car, dragging my butt all across the parking lot just to go to the bathroom. So I got my Gatorade bottles. Sorry if it's a big moment for you, but that's the way it goes. Did I have the window open the whole time? I'm so sorry about that. It's hot in here because I got the defroster on because it's raining. Well, I peed in the bottle. That's what I do. I peed in the bottle. It's not that hard. And then I capped the bottle. I peed in the bottle. I put the cap on. I put it down. I went back to sleep. I don't remember what time it was because I never look at the time when I have to pee. I just pee. Ew. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know how much later, but do you remember that scene in The Godfather when the guy wakes up in his bed and there's a bloody horse head? Well, this was sort of the same thing. Instead of a bloody horse head, this was a sideways, opened, partially, filled, very small partially, filled bottle of urine. And I could feel something odd. Am I sweating? Is it hot here? It's too early. Can't be hot here. Well, it wasn't hot. It was warm, and it was wet in there. And I took my hand, and I felt around and went, and I did the same thing as the guy in The Godfather. I was like, I'm laying in my pee. Should be the title of the show. I'm laying in my pee. Well, that's it. That was the first time that's ever happened. First time I've ever spilled a bottle of pee. Can't believe it's taken all these years. I can't believe I didn't cap it, even in my sleep. I can't believe I didn't cap it properly. So, that was very disturbing. Sorry I'm yawning, but there's no way around it. It's the end of the day, and I'm driving home, and I'm not used to this anymore. This driving home is for the birds. So, what do? It's now 11:30. I've only slept 3 hours. Oh, it's 10:30. I only slept 3 hours because I went to bed at 7:30. I was so excited to get a full 6 hours of sleep because I feel like I'm really getting there. You know, the momentum of the working out and all that stuff. I was like, oh yeah, this is going great. Anyway, I got on the old phone. By the way, how lucky was I that this bottle fell in a certain direction and didn't affect my iPhone. That would have been a horrible thing. I would have been really upset. I probably would have killed Dave's Fit Life because I wouldn't have a phone. It would kill Dumbing It Down with Dave, and you wouldn't hear from me in about a year because I'm not a good recoverer, I don't think. I think I lose all track of everything when that happens. So, we got to take a breather break. So, I get on the phone. First of all, I changed my clothes. You have no idea how uncomfortable it was to change my clothes in the fit. I had to. I had to take off my pants, everything. Pants, underwear, socks. And I'm a 290-some-odd pound guy changing clothes in a Honda Fit. It's one thing to lay down and sleep back there. It's another thing to make believe you're a Chinese character from Casino 13 or whatever that movie's called. What's that movie with the... Oh, excuse me. Oh, so tired. Well, that movie with the Clooney and the Pit and the whole thing. Ocean's 11. Yeah, there you go. Then they made 12 and 13 or something like that. Yeah, remember there was a little Chinese guy. He got to a box and they unraveled. He raveled in, then he unraveled out. Something like that. Oh, man. So, yeah, so I changed. Everything. Socks. I took off the socks. And I'm definitely getting better. I'm definitely getting more and more limber. So that worked out. Oh, wow. It's amazing. Remember these days? I used to get so tired on the way home that I would fade at the end. It's an interesting experiment. But anyway, I got everything changed. I stepped out of the car. I got on my phone. I found out that there was a laundromat like around the corner. Just lucky me. And I went and did the laundry. 2 sleeping bags and a MyPillow. I had a MyPillow knockoff and some sheets and whatever else. I can't remember what got wet. I know it's disgusting, but I got it done. I figured out the laundromat and all that stuff, and everything worked out good. Oh, my God. Let's take a breather break. I wanted to share that with you. There's never a good time to spill a bottle of urine. There's just never a good time. And that was a bad time, but I got really lucky. Oh, wow. You already... Dave, this is horrible. You're going to make everybody fall asleep during your podcast. Yeah, I know. But I got to do it because I don't want to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I just want to have a free ride home. I'm going to be tired, even more tired tomorrow. This commuting. This is what I used to do. This commute. And now I know why I don't do it no more. I hate it. This 45, 50-minute commute. Holy cow. Anyway, let's take a breather break. We're 18 and a half minutes. All right, breather break. 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to hold it. If you have any questions or comments about my peeing in the fit and you want to just write ooh or you want to ask me a question, feel free. I love when you guys engage me in the Spreaker comment section there. I pretty much respond to everybody. And I don't leave anybody hanging. Not like people leave me hanging. I don't leave anybody hanging, so I will answer every and all questions. And if you want, I'll read them on the air. But that was something I don't talk about. Most people don't talk about it. And you're probably not going to hear that on any podcast in the world. 350 to 500,000 podcasts. You're not going to hear a guy talking about his pee bottle spilling in his YouTube channel vehicle. Oh. Anyway, breathe a break. 3 deep breaths in through the nose, then hold it, and then out through the mouth. Hold it a little bit more and breathe a little bit deeper. Breath 1, breath 2, breath 3. Ready? All right. Breath number 1, go. All right. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm getting tired. My eyes like so heavy. Ready? And go. Breath number 2, go. Oh, did I just doze? I just dozed a little bit. That's the first time that happened. All right, are we on breath number 3? I lost count. That's how tired I am. I lost count of 3 deep breaths. All right, whatever, 3rd deep breath. Oh, I didn't do a nose check. Mine's fine. I think deep breathing makes your nose cleaner. My nose is really cleaner. I mean, I got nothing going on up there. Believe me, I looked. So is there anything I can do up there while we're here? No, there's nothing we can do. All right. I'm not even sure what I just said made sense. I just want you to know that. I'm aware that just now I might have spoken for about 30 seconds and made no sense at all. All right. Third deep breath. Did I do the loop-de-loop? Yes, I did, back in Coxsackie. All right. I'll have to tell you that story one day about how I started with the loop-de-loop. All right. Last and third breath. Here we go. Go. All right. Hopefully those were 3 deep breaths and not 2. I don't remember. That's a breather break brought to you by Air. Anywhere you go and there's air and it's clean and free, you should breathe it. Don't take it for granted. It's not going to be like this forever. Oh, okay. What else was there? Oh, did we do the breather break? I have a recollection that we might have just done it. What was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? I said I was going to talk to you about it. And oh, yeah, okay. So this is a little bit self-serving, but not really. I did have something else I want to talk about, but not with 8 minutes to go. It's a topic I want to delve into more. I don't want to tease it and then not be able to follow through. So it's all about thinking. I just want to put it out there. If anybody wants to remind me, hey, you said you were going to talk about thinking. Okay. So, I want to thank, Pat, again, for coming up to me last week, live. The only fan I have really live that I talk to. It's weird every time, only because, I wanted to have a separate life, but that's not going to happen. And it's fine. I mean, now that people are so nice and accepting of it, it's weird, to have it going around the office, talking, and guys just come at me out of the blue. Hey, so your podcast. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. I don't know how you would know about it. But so anyway, Pat said some nice things to me. We talked. We had a nice little conversation. I want to just tell you a little bit about radio. This is from my perspective. This is not me being an obnoxious know-it-all. This is me sharing some insights about radio, the industry of radio and broadcasting, and how it applies to me. So Pat likes the show. He's very supportive. Jeff likes the show. Very supportive. I don't think my friend Mark likes the show so much. I'm not really sure. Linda likes the show. I'm not sure how much she likes it, but she likes the show. Lynn likes the show. I don't know. I don't know how many listens every week. 60, 70, 80. I don't even know. So I must be doing something right? I guess. People sticking around, and they're not just podcast devotees. They're hip to my show, and it's fun for them. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm grateful for anything that's positive. I really am. But I want to tell you about radio. I've been listening to radio for as long as I can remember. And there's a lot of people out there doing what I do. Of all different levels. Excellent, good, not so good, bad, really bad. And there's, 5,000 of us in the country at one time. Everybody's vying for the top spot. They want to get in the industry, and they'll do whatever they have to do. A lot of them are very good. A lot of these people are very good at what they do. Some of these people are excellent at what they do. Some people are not so good. Some people who are not so good get big breaks. And then I hear them on the radio, and I've been listening to the radio ever since I was a little boy. And I'm always amazed when I hear these guys and they say, oh yeah, I'm syndicated on Westwood One. And they're all over the United States. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. I had to pause the button. You couldn't tell probably. I had to pause the button. I had to blow my nose. I had to take a drink. I'm really tired. I don't miss this. I really don't miss this whole drive. I'm at the 109 mile marker. So I got about 10 minutes before I get home. 10, 11 minutes. So I got 4 minutes before the show's over, 5 minutes before the show's over. So the point is this. Pat was very complimentary about me and my ability to broadcast and tell a story and be quick and fun and whatever. Very nice. Thank you, Pat. There's been occasional times over the course of my life that people have paid me such a compliment. Not regularly. You know, I don't know how Linda feels about the show. She'll write something, and she'll write something nice. She's not going to say, well, I really don't like your show, but I listen anyway. I don't think she's going to write that. Even if it was true, she wouldn't write that. So I'm sure, and Lynn has been very nice about my show, and so is a friend of mine named Helen. Like I said, mostly women. But Pat, you know, it's good to hear that the men like it. Because I'm not a typical man that does typical man shows. You know, sports and politics and stuff like that. I can and I will. I just need more time. There are sports things I do want to talk about. Not what you would think. Not the score. Something other than the score. Not the standings. Something other than the standings. If something just happened a couple of weeks ago I want to talk about, I just don't have really the time and resources to investigate it. But there was a story that I thought was interesting. So we're like weeds. People like me, guys like me, women like me. Women like me? Yeah. We're like weeds. We're all over the place. We're all like sprouting. And people think, oh, we're good. You're good. You should be on radio. You should. But you know what? There's podcast good. There's talking to yourself good. You know, there's entertaining your friends good. And, you know, there's podcast good and there's syndicated radio good. They had a guy up in Albany, I forgot his name. I can't remember the name. He used to call everybody a pinhead. Mike Gallagher. Yeah, I remember Mike Gallagher. Mike Gallagher would substitute on WGY in Albany. He would substitute for whoever. And he'd do a great job, I guess. But to all of us, you know, he was new. But he was good. Whoever he was filling in for, he was good. Then he would do like a Saturday morning show. And it was good. And then eventually they promoted him to afternoon drive. I was like, wow, look at Mike Gallagher making progress. And he had the Albany slot for I don't know how long. The afternoon drive, 3 to 6, whatever it was, 4 to 7. You know, every day, politics or whatever, you know. He had the show. I'm sure he made a lot of money. Maybe not. I don't know. And did they syndicate him yet? I think they started to syndicate him a little bit, which was probably very exciting for him. And then they moved him to New York, out of Albany. And he started doing the show out of New York. This is right before Sean Hannity. I think that's a good trivia question. Who is in Sean Hannity's seat before Sean Hannity? And it was Mike Gallagher. Maybe not. Maybe it was Lionel. It doesn't matter. But there's Albany good, and there's New York good, there's national good, there's podcast good. There's all these different types of good. It's not easy to be at the top. It's very hard to be a weed, a broadcasting weed, to break through and get to the top. Because there's a fictional guy with Roundup, and he's out there spraying as soon as he sees you. You know what I'm saying? Theoretically. It's not really true, but it's very hard to get to the top. And Pat was saying, you just need one person to hear you. Yeah, I agree with that. It always takes one person to do something good for you. But, and I appreciate the compliments, Pat, and all the other people who have been nice to me over the years, you know, with my accent or whatever. I'm far from, I mean, I think I'd be good enough for local, but I think I'm far from national good, and I'm far from a lot of things. But I do appreciate the compliments. I do try, and I don't want to let you guys down. I have fun doing it, even now when I'm just so exhausted, and I'm struggling to stay awake. I'm driving a car, and it's just, you know, there's no way I'm going to remember my HEs, right? How can I can't even see. How am I going to remember the HEs? All right, here we go. 20 seconds to go. We'll say goodbye, and I'll try to continue. I'll tell the loop-de-loop story next episode. Sorry about that. It got pushed. It got bumped to the end. All right? Goodbye. Good day. Good night. Good luck. Good riddance. Good rats. Great skills. That's 7. Goodbye. Good day. Good night. Good luck. Good riddance. Godspeed. Good rats and great skills. Ah! Gotcha. Bye.